Hello, Sergio Negroe. Thank you for joining us today for this interview. My name is César González, and I will be leading our discussions. As mentioned in my email, I'm a university at Harvard University, and I'm conducting a research to improve user experience for a whale watching app. Just to confirm, we expect this interview to take around 30 to 40 minutes. Will that work for you?
Yeah, totally. Thank you.
All right. So during this interview, I will be asking you a few questions about a whale watching app. Later on, we will also be performing some tasks inside this draft application. So I wanted to let you know that also please be aware that there are no right or wrong answers. The main purpose of this interview is to hear about your genuine thoughts about in order to help us later design directions as best possible. Thus, please free to share your honest opinions. And well, okay. So about confidentiality, with your permission, I would like to record our conversation today. This recording will be used for our internal documentation and reviewing processes, and it will not be shared with anyone except for the people grading this project. Is that okay for you, Sergio?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So finally, I would like to confirm that you have received the participant info form. Is that correct?
I'm not sure what you mean about the form.
Yeah. If you haven't already, it's a form that I will need to give you in order that you need to sign for your permission to be like in this interview and to be that you are in agreement on that. So at the end of of it, please sign it and send it back at your earliest convenience. Is that okay?
Sure thing. Will do.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. That's the end of the introduction on my side. Do you have any questions? Would you like to ask before we get started? If not,
Not
we
so
can
far.
go ahead and begin the interview. Yeah?
Yeah, cool with that.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so before starting, I would like to make a couple of questions for you. First of all, may I know your name?
Yeah, my name is Sergio Negroe.
All right. What's your current occupation?
I'm currently performing as a tech lead inside a IT related business.
Mm-hmm. So you are pretty familiar with technology applications, right?
Yeah, I do. I work with them every day.
Okay, perfect, fantastic. Another question: do you like animals? Have you ever gone to an ecological tour or a tour related with animals by any chance?
Yeah, I do like animals, and yeah, when I have the chance, I'd like to go to some uh, places where they can show you animals in their natural places, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's very enjoyable.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so to begin with, I have shared with you a Figma project, right? That, as I can see, you're already be sharing it to me. Okay, so what is going to happen next is that I'm going to ask you to perform some activities inside the application. So please, to your best guess, try to make them. You can click at any part of the screen. So, and I'll be watching that. Okay, so let's start with that. Just give me a second so I can organize the questions, I mean the activities, and we'll be ready to go. Okay. Mm, let me close something. Perfect. We'll be starting with flow number one, and then we'll be moving forward. Just keep in mind that the number two in place is the number five. So we're going to then move to the third, to the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Okay. So the first task that I would ask you is to get more information about the humpback whales.
Okay.
Right. Perfect. Can you go back to the
Yeah,
previous
sure.
screen? All right, perfect. Thank you, Sergio. So for our next task, we will be moving on to the flow number 2. Can we go into that one? It's in the left sidebar. All right, perfect. So please, in this map, um, identify an activity zone and get the historic details.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Can you go back to the previous screen?
Yep.
I see you had a little bit trouble at the beginning. What do you felt about that?
Yeah, I was not pretty sure if this was supposed to be like a dynamic map where I was supposed to go through it, or
Mhm.
should I go to any other section? But then this uh,
Yeah,
mark appeared, and yeah,
yeah, okay, right. Thank you, Sergio. The next, can we? All right. If you need to move in time in the map, how would you do that? Like if you want to view something that it was yesterday, maybe tomorrow.
got it. I think I would go here, right?
Yeah, that's
I'm
perfect.
assuming there should be another arrow or menu to see in a specific date. But yeah, I can
Yeah,
see this too right now.
yeah, I agree with you. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sergio. So for the next point, we will be can you go to the flow number 3, please? All right. In this one, I would like to search and find information about the blue whale. All right, perfect. The next thing is, what if I want to go and see information about the manatee? A manatee. I think that back bottom is not linked. Can you
Should I
restart?
click here to refresh?
Yes, please. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, thank you, Sergio. Next, can you refresh that window? Okay, perfect. The next section would be, please try and find how to adopt a whale.
The same flow?
Yes, let's keep it in the same flow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
external URL. You don't need to open that one.
I'm assuming you would go inside the details for this part.
Okay, okay, okay. Mm, let's keep trying. If not, I can give you a quick clue. But
Okay, can you repeat me the
yeah,
task just to have it
sure.
clear?
It's please find the section where you can adopt a whale symbolically.
Okay. Mm,
All right.
no, I can't. I think I can find it.
Okay, no worries. Um, in the bottom menu, there's a track icon. That's the clue.
Oh, okay, I got it. Okay.
Okay. What do you feel about this screen? Do you think? I think it was a little bit difficult for you to find this section.
Yeah, more about the section I quite didn't catch for the wording. You mean like the
Mhm.
copy of the adopt a whale? It's not like super clear for me. What do you mean like to adopt? I was thinking about like uh, scientific or biological things to look for instead of tracking an event. So maybe I could update the copy to be more clear for the user.
Got it. Yeah, just to give you a little bit more of context about that, what we want is to symbolically adopt a whale for just to be able to track where its position is and like to see the current activity, and that's what we mean with adopt. But I agree that maybe track could be a little bit confusing into what is adoption. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Sergio. All right. So let's move back. We're in section number 3, right? Okay.
Yep.
So now let's go into the flow number. Wait, give me a second. Section. Okay. Now go to the tracking section. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Okay. So finally, go into the gallery, into the image section, and look for whale photos. Okay,
Um,
and as a final step, is select an image and display it in full screen.
I think
All
that's it,
right,
right?
perfect. Okay, so before moving, that's all for our first package of UI. We have 2 of them. I don't know, at this moment that you have tested most of the features of this draft application, did you felt comfortable? Did you think there's something that it could be improved or it was not 100% clear?
Yeah, I think there's always room for improvement, and keeping the gallery aside was not easy for me to find. Maybe you can incorporate that into the section, the about section, or
Mm.
the section, the search section, or the tracking, and perhaps maybe improving like the experience here, just to pick up this one, and instead of clicking here to make it full screen, add an additional button to make it full screen or whatever.
Got it.
Just
Okay.
that may be confusing for some users.
Like a YouTube bottom of
Yeah,
making things
you
full
got
screen.
it.
Okay, and what I understood is that the gallery section, more than being a separate component, but to be part of the about information, it's something that I catch.
Yeah, it could be in the about or it could be in the track map. Maybe you can see like some little dots there, and you can click there, and you can see a gallery of 3 or 5 pictures for that section, and you can scroll over the map and navigate to another set of 5 images and so on.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much, Sergio. So for the next one, we're going to go to the flow number 4. This one is, I mean, it's 5. Let's go to the number 5. I think it's the second one. The sixth. Yeah, that one. Okay. So now we are in our package number 2. It's more of the similar. Let's try to do that activities I'm going to tell you. Okay. So the first one would be, please get more information about humpback whales. Okay, perfect. Now, the next question would be get information about dolphins. Okay, just if you wouldn't need to go back to the previous screen, for example, if you go to the humpback whales, how would you go into the dolphins page? Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the flow number 7, please. All right. In this one, I would like you to first identify an activity zone and get the historic details.
Is that what do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Right.
Thank you, Sergio. Mhm. Mm, Now let's go back. Let's go back to the previous screen. And let's now search information about the gray whale. Amazing. Okay, that was pretty fast. Okay, so now let's do the same, but now let's search for information about the manatee. All right, thank you. If you would need to share this article, how would you do that?
Right here in the corner, right? This
Yeah,
button.
perfect, perfect. Okay, so the next is please find now the adoption section. Okay, adopt a whale. Perfect. Now that you have adopted a whale, how would you track their locations?
Here, right?
Yeah, perfect. All right. Now let's go and find the gallery section of the app and pretty much the same about, I think we need to move to the next flow. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, so the gallery section.
yeah, gallery section. I think that's not linked yet. Is there any flow available by any chance?
What do you mean? Like if I click somewhere else?
The flow number 8 is the last one that
No,
we.
there is 9 and 10.
Okay, so let's move to the number 9. Number 10, we already did that. Okay, so now in the flow number 10, pretty much the same. Let's find an image and make it full screen. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sergio. Now you can freely move from the previous flows. Do you have any particular comment in any one of them? Do you have any, for example, if you go to the flow number 7, I think with that one we started. Do you have any comments around that? Because I think it wasn't that easy to find.
Mm, For the map, I would like to have the filter always turn on for the 3 categories, and I can disable the ones that I want to see. Maybe some icons will help the user to differentiate whether it's a
Okay.
live whale or an adopted whale or whatever, but having all them on by default would be helpful.
Right, because right now, if it's not on, it's a little bit confusing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you so much. In the other flows, do you have any comment, area of improvement, maybe? Or something that you
Uh,
did like or you didn't like about it?
yeah, so I did like this way of getting the information and see my different whales. Um, Maybe I would like to add a third section for the whales that I haven't adopted nor I'm tracking, just like all the
Mm,
catalog. The same here for the information. I like that it's easier to look for this information. And yeah, maybe just a Figma thing to have it like this, fix it instead of fully free scrolling because I can land in between 2 articles and you wouldn't like that, right? You just
mhm.
want to
Like to
to
have
to
like a pagination thing, right?
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you find intuitive or it was easy for you to identify that you can do this action, like to swipe to the next screen?
Only because there is this message below. Otherwise I wouldn't guess by my
Okay.
own.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you, Sergio. Just give me a quick second until I organize this. Okay. So in between both experiences, you can move in between flows if you would like. What experience did you enjoy the most? What maybe screen you didn't like at all? Do you have any preferences between the first one or the second one? Um, from the first and second package, because they are kind of similar scope, both of them.
Yeah. If I have to choose one, I will go towards the second one just by a little bit. I like better the map experience and the overall information display. However, I did like better the nav bar from the first package.
Mm-hmm.
Having icons and an easy way to look for information is super easy for new users rather than having different texts. It kind of feels like everything is in a single place and there's not much space between elements. But aside from that, I think that the information display and the overall flows for the second package are much more user friendly.
So about the information way of displaying, what particularly did you enjoy the most? Maybe the way that it's organized, that maybe that you're able to see more stuff, less stuff. What did you like more about this way of displaying the information?
I like the way of having it displayed because in the first package, you will have to click in the search icon,
Mm-hmm.
and that resembles like I am having like a historic search in a browser or something instead of having like a full list of the whales, which is easier for me to look and understand. Same for the map, it's easier to navigate through. And the gallery, I like the gallery here. I believe it was here, having it separated by species. And here it does make sense to have like an entry per image, and by clicking here, it does make sense to me to make it full screen, other than in the previous gallery, which was a little bit confusing. Like, am I on a page for this image, or am I like in an article, or yeah, that kind of thing.
All right. And one last question. I like making a lot of questions. Um, do you prefer this compact view of the gallery, that I mean that it's smaller images, or the previous one that you can see the images in two columns instead of four?
I like this one better because it gives me a better understanding of, well, it's separated between the species, and I can have a quick glance at everything that I want to. And if I'm searching for something specific, I can do it quicker versus the other package.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you for your time. Well, this is the end of our interview, but before we finish this session, I would like to ask if you have any questions, concerns, or any further thoughts you might want to share with us.
Not at all. Both packages work really good. Just slight difference between them, but yeah, I like the experience overall. Nothing else to add. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Um, we would like to thank you for taking your time and all your insights you have shared with me. That will be super helpful in the progress of this project. All your answers and ideas will be valuable for the contribution of this study. And thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.